Looking attractive when dancing has a lot to do with confidence. And this is a topic that I can spend an hour talking about, but I prepared a separate training that will help you become that confident social dancer. And it will help you a lot with looking your best when you're on the dance floor. If you need help in that department, if you feel like confidence is lacking, maybe you're not feeling super comfortable when you're dancing, especially when others are watching, comment below confidence and I will give you access to my training that's very, very detailed. You will be able to apply it. You will learn the same method one of my clients, Kate, used to go from shying away from the dance floor always to now being super comfortable in any social dance situation. All right, let's get into it. Step 1, find a few dance moves that look good on you and double down on them. And I do not mean doing the same moves over and over because that would be quite boring. What I mean is identify the movements that are easy for you and create or learn new versions of them. And of course, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. Let's take a simple movement that is a hip swing. Sometimes it's called the dip. You might have seen me do this on my channel before, but I'm going to show you different versions of it, so you have a lot of options. Let's start with feet slightly apart. I want you to shift weight in one direction. Let's say if you mirror me, you shift to the right, and then we're going to get a little bit lower. Try to lead the movement from the hip to create that U shape, and then when you finish on the other side. So the hip is pushing to the left if you mirror me, and then we have to come back. So we swing, we sway, we swing the hip to the right and to the left, finishing with the legs straight or almost straight, but the hip is the, main thing here. You have to focus on the swing, not the legs. That's a different look. So smoothly bring the hip from side to side. This is our basic version of the dip.
Put your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side.
Is any movement that you're doing with the hips, try with different position of the feet. The easiest one is to have the feet apart. More challenging one is to have the feet together, but look how good this movement looks. More challenging to do it, same type of motion. I'm still leading with the hip, still focusing on creating the U shape, but now the feet will make it look totally different because they're closer. So swing to the left, to the right. And let's say we want to bring some footwork into it, we can do that. For that last option, we're going to step out to the side and dip at the same time. So we have foot going to the side just a little bit, and this is when we start to get lower and we start pushing the hip out, come back in, go the other way, come back in.
And move the dishes to the side. Yeah. Girl, you always tend to drive me crazy.
Let's take a look at another movement, another one of those that everyone knows on the dance floor, figure 8. We're going to start with the feet apart. We already know this is the easiest position for the hips to move. We're going to angle the pelvis a little bit to the side. Hip is pointing to the front corner, and you'll take that hip, bring it over to the back corner, right? So we started front, back. Now we'll switch hips. This one that's kind of sunk in, we're going to push it to the front corner and then back. We map out 4 positions that later will connect. Do it with me slowly. Front, back, back. And don't smooth it out until you can memorize these 4, okay? Once you have them, stay low, keep the knees slightly bent, and then create that infinity sign or figure 8 shape all around. Might take some practicing. Definitely do not do any other versions of this movement before you master, before you're comfortable with this one. Let's apply what we did before. Second option, feet together. Yet the movement stays the same. So again, knees slightly bent so the hips can move. And we start front to the back, front to the back, and you just keep rolling. So this is the most common way. You can change the look of the movement. You're still doing what you're good at. just a little bit different version.
And I'ma try to help you let it go.
And the last one, let's travel with it. Let's add footwork. We're going to go side to side, so a little two-step situation with the figure 8. As you step open, you're going to roll the hip away and to the back, bring the feet together. Take the other hip, roll it from the front to the back, feet together. Notice the roll starts as I open the feet.
Try to help you let it go.
So that's what I mean by doubling down. Creating movements that are similar, yet different, and imagine the variety it will give you. Like you will never be looking just boring, doing the same stuff over and over again. And these, by the way, were just 3 versions of each movement, but you can really create unlimited ones. And then imagine how many options you will have. You will never run out of moves to do, and we know that they will look good on you because you were good with that first fundamental version of the movement, right? Moving on to step 2, find complementary arm movements. Arm movements that go together with what you're doing. Why is this important? Because even if your hips move well, but your arms look creepy, look how everything immediately looks different. My figure 8 is correct, but if I do something weird with my arms, nobody will think you look attractive doing that on the dance floor. So let's find the arms that work best with these movements, and notice that I said find. That means you're going to be experimenting. You want to dance in front of the mirror, try different arm variations, and see what you like. In my program, my clients are very familiar with the exercise I call random arms, where we basically do just that. We find the moves that work best for them, just like Susan, who didn't know how to move the arms at all when we started, and now she looks so graceful, so attractive. The arms look so natural. It's all because of this exercise. So one of my favorite movements for the arms is the lift. Slowly going up, slowly bring the arms down. It works with any hip movement. It doesn't matter the position of the feet. This one gives you a lot of different options because there are many different ways you can lift the arms, quite frankly. So it will work with figure 8, it will work with the dip. It's like one of those moves that always looks good. When you're doing smooth hip moves, avoid arm moves that are sharp in nature. So something like a snap or bend, or like a specific action, it's not going to work with a continuous smooth movement because it will make everything look less smooth. Pausing the arms, on the other hand, is fine. So let's say if I go up slowly and I stop, but I stop for a bit longer, a couple seconds, that's okay. That's not a sharp stop. The movements where we snap, that's a sharp stop, right? Or bend, that doesn't go together. So the rule is, well, it's really my rule, but it works. If you're doing something continuous with the hips, do something continuous and non-stop with the arms. Then it goes together really well. By the way, adding the arms requires, of course, coordination. And I'm teaching you how to practice, how to build coordination in my free training. So just comment below competence and I will comment back with the link where you can grab the video on demand so that you can make those movements look the most natural on you. Step 3, practice until you like what you see. By the time you're doing any movements on the dance floor, you have to know them inside and out. So that when you're dancing, you're not overthinking every single step. You're not thinking about how do I do it? How do I connect it to the music? Am I doing it right? You have to be confident with the movements before you take them out in public. Practice at home because it's all about repetition, right? The more times you repeat the movement, the more the body will be familiar with it, and the sooner it will start looking good on you. So practice, 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 and then fine-tune the movement some more so it looks even better. And remember that if you practice something at home and it kind of looks sort of okay, it looks decent, don't expect the same movements to look amazing when you're on the dance floor. Usually how we practice the moves and how they look when we dance, when no one is watching, that's kind of what we're going to look like when we're dancing in front of people. Usually it's not better, it might be a little bit worse because we might be stressed out that people are watching. So you want to practice so much and enough so that you're happy with how the movements look good on you when you're doing them in the comfort of your own home. And you can even film yourself, like take a video of you doing the movements at home. This way you'll be able to see kind of how you look to other people when you're dancing at a party. And when you watch yourself dance, don't be too critical. Know that, of course, it takes time and practice for the movements to look good, but it will provide some feedback to you. Like you'll be able to get a sense of what needs help, what can look better. So this is what I mean by saying practice until you look good. It's only when you like the way you look dancing that you will feel confident, aka you will look attractive dancing in front of other people. Like you have to know that you're doing everything correctly and you love the way you're moving your body for other people to notice it. They will notice the confidence, they will notice the energy you put out when you're doing those movements. Take my client Charlotte, for example. She used to hate the way she looked dancing. Dancing was terrifying for her, dancing in front of others. And now she got to the point where she enjoys the way she looks dancing. She's able to do it in front of other people. She even gets compliments from strangers and people mistake her for a professional dancer. And step 4, you want to let the confidence show, because you might be a confident person overall, but somehow on the dance floor, it doesn't come off that way. Maybe you look shy and timid. You want to add a little bit of extra on top of your movements, because it's not the moves that will make you look confident, it's what you do with them. It takes a little bit of what I call effort and energy, or energy and effort. And this has to do with adding more power, more energy into your movements. You can see one of my clients, Jen, doing this right here. She's not doing too much, but you can see the difference, right? The first video is kind of very timid, very shy, afraid to move. And in the second, you can see that energy being matched to the music. She's more energetic, she looks better. But also facial expressions, right? We have to show that we're enjoying the music, we're enjoying the movements that we're doing. As you can see John here, very focused at first, but then when we add the smile, it just makes everything look better. The great news is that you can do this even today. Even if you don't have much experience dancing, you can add the energy and effort to anything you're doing to instantly kind of elevate your moves, to look instantly more confident, more attractive, right? Because notice here, my students, they were not doing complex, fancy moves. They don't look like professional dancers, but they look like they're enjoying themselves. They look attractive. The energy is so different than when they started. It's just by applying my little secret sauce, energy plus effort. If you want to go deeper on this subject, if you want to look more confident, more attractive, comment below confidence to get access to my free training when you get my entire method that I couldn't include in this short video. But thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next tutorial very, very soon.